Good morning.
Morning.
Me and Sam are at the Chiang Mai International Airport. We've just checked into our Singapore flight, dropped our bags off, and we are now heading for the international departures to go through security. And then we'll be on a flight at 11:20 to Singapore.
We'll be arriving around about, it's 3:20, isn't it? Yeah, roughly 3:20. And yeah, I think Christine's sister Jess will be meeting us at the airport, so we've got our lift back to the apartment. So fingers crossed it's a smooth ride, there's no delays, we'll get there now. But yeah, 5 months in Thailand, done.
677 bound for Singapore. Please note that all luggage cannot be securely stored under the seat in front of you.
As will be departing shortly. Please sit back, relax, and have a pleasant flight. On behalf of all the crew, thank you for choosing to fly with Scoot.
Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. We made it to Singapore finally after 5 months in Thailand. This is our second destination on our travels so far. We are here for just over 2 weeks staying with my sister Jessica and her boyfriend Sakib, who kindly put us up in their apartment, which if we're honest is a little bit too high for our liking, but I guess that's Singapore for you. They will be showing us around their home for the next 2 weeks, so stay tuned to see what we get up to. There's some exciting things coming up. First stop on our first full day in Singapore is coffee, of course. Thank you.
This area is known as Tanjong Pagar. Located in the downtown southern tip of central Singapore, the once sleepy fishing village has been transformed into a vibrant business and commercial centre. This area is characterised by cute shop houses from the 19th century with towering buildings in the background. There are plenty of places to eat and drink, and it is super central, so a great place to base yourself when visiting Singapore. Probably the most spectacular building in this area is the Pinnacle at Duxton. It is extremely hard to miss. This is a Housing and Development Board residential building, better known in Singapore as HDB, and is Singapore's public housing authority. It is the world's largest residential complex at a whopping 156 metres with 7 50-storey high towers. The skyscrapers are linked at the 26th and 50th levels by sky bridges, and each sky bridge is home to a 500-metre long sky garden. Singapore's city in a garden doesn't stop with the rugged nature trails and beautiful public parks. The buildings are getting the green treatment too and are designed from the ground up with sustainability principles in mind. They use less electricity, produce less waste, and generally have a low carbon footprint. One example of this is the Oasia Hotel, with its 21 species of climbing plants, which will continue to grow in the building year after year. The 4 sky gardens not only serve as a beautiful outdoor area, but they also provide natural ventilation and replace the air conditioning system. This is one of many examples as to why Singapore is one of the world's greenest cities. Nearly half of Singapore's land, approximately 700 square kilometres, is under green cover. Just a short and simple bus journey around Singapore will show you just how green this place really is.
Where are we off to, Christine?
We are going to the Formula One. races, but we're here and we're enjoying it. I think it's the corner there.
That's pretty cool. Woo-hoo. No idea who that was, but it was cool. Pierre Gasly. Oh wow. So if anybody's come to the Singapore Grand Prix, I highly recommend you stuff your absolute face before you come. Cheeseburger, $22, a pint of beer, $16, which is about, what, 9 quid? $20, that's about 14 quid for a cheeseburger. And the prices are like that for every restaurant, so yeah, stuff your face.
Singapore! Did you come to party? Something about how we dance in the moonlight, that look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. We come alive in the nighttime, you and I, we come alive. We come alive.
Are you guys having fun at F1?
Good afternoon from Singapore. Currently 4 o'clock here, Sunday, and we're just going for a walk to a nearby park. Yesterday we spent the entire late afternoon, early evening at the Grand Prix qualifying. Really good fun. We saw Black Eyed Peas, we saw the third practice session, and then obviously the qualifying. Got back last night quite late, and today we're just taking it sort of a bit chilled, having a walk and having some food tonight. And then tomorrow we are going to Marina Bay Sands.
So tomorrow we are going to do the Gardens by the Bay.
Gardens by the Bay.
So we've got tickets for that, and then we'll probably do Marina Bay as well tomorrow.
Okay. It's really nice so far. Singapore, beautiful city. Really clean for a city as well. And yeah, it's good. Very expensive though. Very expensive.
On our way to Marina Bay Sands.
Say hello to everybody, yes.
Doors are closing.
Singapore, the Garden City. What can we say about this place and our first impressions after being here for just over 72 hours? Everyone talks about how clean it is, and we would have to agree, but one of our favourite things about Singapore has to be the transport systems, which are surprisingly affordable for an expensive country. The major form of transport within Singapore is via rail, the Mass Rapid Transit, better known as the MRT. It runs the length and width of Singapore. Most of the popular attractions are just a short walk away from an MRT station, making the trains a great way to get around and the quickest. The bus systems also have an extensive network of routes that allow you to zip around the city. The bus routes are also some of the most scenic, allowing you to indulge in the lush greenery and beautiful architecture of this incredible city in a garden. As visitors to this country, you can do one of the following for the MRT and buses. If you don't want to get the pass or card, it is as simple as just using your bank card or phone for contactless payments. And is what's so great about this place is no registration is required. Using your card is simple. You scan on entry and scan again when exiting. If you don't want to get the bus or the MRT, you can use transport apps such as Grab or Gojek and order a taxi within minutes, although this can get quite pricey and will take longer than getting the MRT, for example. We used the smart card, which we only topped up twice each while in Singapore. It is definitely the most cost-effective and best way of getting around this beautiful city.
What's up?
So we are just at the Marina Bay Boulevard and we are on our way to the Gardens by the Bay. We'll go for a walk there and then actually go up into it. Jessica bought us tickets for there, so that'll be really cool. And now we're just looking at where we sat during the Grand Prix, which is really cool. So it's just, if you can see it over there, very, very cool. It's a beautiful city, absolutely amazing. So it's just,
Marina Bay, probably the most iconic area of Singapore. Here you will find incredible views of Singapore's impressive skyline and the first Apple store in the world to be entirely surrounded by water. Hop onto the Singapore Flyer to get even better views of the city, or better yet, visit the Sands Sky Park at Marina Bay Sands. If you want your nature fix, Gardens by the Bay is where you need to be. From the impressive super tree groves to the cloud forest and flower dome, there is so much to do in this area to keep you busy. You would need at least a few days here to see it all.
okay, so you want to come to Cloud Forest? Oh wow.
Set in the heart and hub of Singapore's downtown area, Gardens by the Bay is home to over 1.5 million plants from every continent in the world besides Antarctica. One of the main attractions at the Gardens by the Bay is the amazing cloud forest. It is home to the second tallest indoor waterfall in Singapore behind the Jewel and one of the tallest in the world. It offers aerial walkways around the waterfall whilst being home to thousands of exotic plants. The Cloud Forest often has special events and themed exhibitions based on movies and celebrations. It just so happened that when we visited, it was nearing the final preparations for an Avatar exhibition transforming the forest into Pandora.
Some lunch at Shake Shack and we have got 2 burgers, some chips and 2 chocolate milkshakes, and it looks like it's going to rain. I think we're just going to do the flower dome and then maybe leave the outdoor sort of structures for another day when the weather's a little bit better. But yeah, great day.
Baobab. 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 Beowulf. Another main attraction here at Gardens by the Bay is the Guinness Book of Record holder for the largest greenhouse in the world, the Flower Dome. Home to a wide range of unusual plants from the Mediterranean all the way to the South African savannas. The giant greenhouse is the equivalent to 75 Olympic-sized swimming pools with 3,332 individual glass panels. Some of the most famous plants to keep an eye out for has got to be the giant baobab trees from South Africa. It is the largest tree in the Flower Dome. Three full days in Singapore complete, and there has been so many highlights already. For anyone interested, this is our total spend so far. Thank you as always for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, please consider hitting that subscribe button to stay tuned for more Singapore fun and to see how much more money we can spend on a backpacking budget, especially celebrating my 30th here. We'll see you in the next one. Peace!